Today's lesson focuses on the number 8. Please take out Math Lesson 5.3, Identify and Write 8, pages 111 and 112. At the top of the page, they've shown us how to write 8. A circle around and then back around. So it's kind of like an S, and then I go backwards. Like an S and backwards. If you have trouble making an 8 that way, feel free to just make one bubble on top of another. You still get an 8, and nobody knows any better but you, and it looks just like the right number. So, however you need to make the 8, you do it your way so you can make it the best that you know how. We can also represent the number 8 with the number word, E-I-G-H-T. So let's draw 8 items to show 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For me, I like to represent 8 with 4 on top of 4. That's just easy for me to remember, and then I know that I have 2 groups of 4, which represents 8. Another way I can make 8 is with 8 tally marks. 8 tally marks look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, with 5 crossing through. 6, 7, 8. And as you know, I can also write 8 as the number or the number word. All right, so we're going to go down here, and it says use small objects to show each number. So I can't show you any small objects, and obviously I don't have room to draw circles like this, so I'm just going to do tally marks under each of these. So the first number they've given me is S-I-X. I know that that is 6. I'm going to write a 6 right here, and then I'm going to represent it with tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, and 6. The next number I am given is S-E-V-E-N, 7. Here's my 7, and I'm going to do 7 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 6, 7. Now I have E-I-G-H-T. I know that's the same as that up there, and that represents 8. See how bad my 8 is? Now let's see if I can do it better by making 2 bubbles. Yes, that looks a little bit better. Okay, so there's 8. Now I need to do 8 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 goes through. 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to come down here. I have F-I-V-E. This is the number 5. I'm going to write 5, and I'm going to make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we know the 5th mark goes through the others. Now I have F-O-U-R, or 4. There's my 4, and here's my 4 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you make tally marks, make sure your tally marks don't overlap, because then it's impossible to count that you have the correct amount. 4 tally marks. Finally, I have T-H-R-E-E. This is the number 3. And 3 tally marks looks like this. So, I have represented all these number words with the symbol for the number and tally marks. Let's turn over and continue practicing. So, for this, what I need to do is I need to take out my scissors and my glue. Since I can't cut and paste on the computer, I'll have to draw lines. But what you're going to do is cut out these pictures of food, and you're going to put these on the correct grocery bag with the right number. So, the first number I have is 6. I can either start at the grocery bags or I can start with the objects. For me, it's probably easier to count the objects and then put them in the correct grocery bag. So I'm going to start with the cucumbers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, like I told you, 4 on top of 4 is quick and easy way to remember that they're 8. So I'm going to write an 8 on top of this. And I know that I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to put it in the bag that has the number 8 on it. Next, I have cherries. So let's count the cherries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 cherries here. I'm going to write the number 7. I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to put it in the bag that has 7. So there would be 7 cherries in this bag. There's my 7 cherries. Okay. Next I have pasta noodles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pasta noodles. 6 noodles will go over here in the bag of 6. And then coming down I have 1, 2, 3 raspberries. The raspberries will go into the bag that has 3. Then I have peppers. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 peppers. So that will go in the bag of 4. And then the pretzels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pretzels. I'm going to cut those out and put them in the bag that has the number 5 on it. That's all we need to do for today's activity.